Making it personal. So I talked a little bit about this already, but I want to touch on this again because there is so much that we're competing with getting buried in someone's timeline on Facebook or Twitter or the various requests. We know that people get hit up frequently for donation requests. So when you're asking someone for money, they need to know why this is important to you, why they should give money to you, where the money is going, how it's going to make a difference, so that it compels them to make a donation. My fundraising letters are likely a little too long. I just got together with a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in a few years, and he said, Molly, you need to stop sending me those 2-page fundraising requests. Just say, Mike, it's time. So you may be surrounded by people who don't need it, but I think we owe it to our potential donors to share with them the reasons of why this is important to us and why their support would make a difference. As I said, we live in a time, where people are asking for donations frequently. This, again, goes back to the don't make decisions for donors. Our concern shouldn't be how many times people are getting asked for donations. It's whether this is where the person is choosing to put their money and to show their support. But your personal story is the thing that makes your request stand out. And so making sure that you include those personal details, the people who you're participating in this event for, why it's important to you is really compelling. As I said, I use social media as a last resort. When I'm going to show you some details with the follow-up, which I think is pretty funny, but I usually get to a panic point the day before the event when I realize that I have this huge goal and I still have like $4,000 to go and there's no way I'm going to get there. And so what I'll do is I'll go onto my Facebook page and I will send a private message to someone and tell them, I don't have your email address. This is not the way that I typically do fundraising, but I'm participating in this fundraiser. I'd love your support. If it's something that you're interested in, would you mind giving me your personal email address so I can share with you why this is important to me? So again, I don't break my own personal rule, and if someone gives me their email address, then obviously they're interested. They don't always come through, but at least I am able to get their email address and make the request outside of Facebook Messenger. It's okay to ask via Facebook and other social channels, but I wouldn't rely on it, and especially I would not rely on just putting up your link to your personal page and telling people to check it out. As I say in here, people deserve a personal ask. And again, you'll be far more successful if you're personalizing your fundraising efforts instead of leaving it up to who's paying attention and following you on social media. I think we all know how much is on there and how quickly things pop up and change on social media. So your best bet is to do that personal ask, and it's made very, very easy through the 3-day fundraising app and also through the participant center.